Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be previewing the game between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Chennai Super Kings. The bottom of the table, SRH versus the top of the table, CSK. Fascinating game because CSK, if they win this, they will, ensure qualification. So, you might say it's one-sided, but in the IPL, on their day, you don't know who's going to perform. Of course, CSK are firm favorites. Not only to win this game, but to win the tournament just because of the way they've stacked up. They bat very deep till number 10. The bowlers, they have 6, 7 options. And the bowlers are really adjusting to this pitch as well. They have the likes of Bravo, Shardul Thakur for bowling those cutters. So even if the spinner gets hit, these guys are kind of like spinners as well, the way they vary their pace. So very smart bowling, very aggressive batting as well. And the only reason that they're aggressive is because there's that much batting. If you look at it on paper, Faf du Plessis, Gaikwad, even Raidu to a certain extent, Raina, these guys are not known to be aggressive players, but they're batting really aggressively. They're batting with a very high strike rate, and that's because they know that there's a lot of batting behind them. For Sunrisers, it's a bit opposite. David Warner has been, dropped, and that gives Jason Roy a chance. He batted really well in the last game, scored 60. That's really good signs for Hyderabad. But, for them, they're top heavy. So even if Jason Roy does attack and he gets out for 50, there's still pressure. Whereas, CSK, a quick fire 30 from Faf, and, it's sorted for them. So that's the thing. And also, Sunrisers, they do have a very good bowling lineup, but they've just not been informed. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, again, I've been mentioning this all season. He needs to step up. He needs to step up because he's in the Indian team as well. He's the most experienced player for Sunrisers as well. He's the most experienced player. So that's something that needs to improve for Sunrisers. Apart from that, the bowling has been decent, to be honest. Holder has had a good last couple of games. Rashid Khan has had a fantastic season. But Rashid Khan is coming up against a team where he doesn't average too well. I think he has the highest average against CSK compared to the other teams. They play him well, particularly Ramditi Raidu. I remember got 100 against Sunrisers, and he was very aggressive against Rashid. So was Shane Watson back in the day. So that's one team that Rashid probably doesn't like to bowl against, and he'll want to change that very quickly. He's been a high-quality bowler, and he'll need the support. He'll need the support of Bhuvi, of Holder, Siddharth Kaul, Sandeep Sharma as well. I think their bowling has been decent. The batting has been the issue with Jason Roy. Now they're getting that start, and Rhythm and Saha supported well as well. Then you have Kane Williamson, and it's youngsters, right? Priyam Garg and Abhishek Sharma. They're backing them now. Can these youngsters step up to the plate? We saw Abhishek Sharma actually bat well in the last game, and he put on a partnership with Williamson. If he can do that every game, chip in with runs, then Sunrisers have a good chance. But otherwise, you're depending too much on Holder and Samad and Rashid to finish off innings. I think they can as well. They do have that talent. But sometimes the mid-order chews up a lot of runs, and Sunrisers need to be more attacking, especially against a CSK side, because this side will look to chase anything, CSK. They're playing in Sharjah. If it's a similar pitch to the last 2-3 games, then, 120, 130 is a fighting score. If it's a fresh pitch, then 200 can be a fighting score. So it depends on what pitch we have on offer. We've seen in the last 2-3 games, it's been slow. It's conducive to turn. It's conducive to slow bowling. That makes Dwayne Bravo lethal. And they also have, Shardul Thakur, to mix up the pace, and it makes CSK lethal on this pitch. But Sunrisers have some good bowling as well. Players to watch out for, I'm going to go from Sunrisers. With the ball, I'm going to go Sandeep Sharma because I feel he is someone who can bowl these cutters and knuckle balls. He might be effective on this pitch. And with the batting, I will let's go with Abdul Samad, something different. This guy's a lot of talent in him, I feel, and he just needs one good innings, one big innings. We saw some really good glimpses last season as well. But if he gets one big innings, 50 plus, then it'll be amazing for him now and for the next auction. Also, he comes in a tough situation, so I don't really want to put too much pressure on him. But if he does get a chance to go up early, or if he gets a chance to bat many overs, then I think he needs to make the most of it. From Chennai, with the bat, Faf du Plessis, I think you can pick anyone from Chennai. You can pick Moin Ali. Actually, I'm going with Ambati Raidu. Let's scratch that. Ambati Raidu has good record against Sunrisers Hyderabad. He's been aggressive this season. Yes, some games he's not scored, but he's shown intent. He's scoring boundaries, and I think he's given that license to play freely, and I think he's enjoying that. Even if he gets out, it's okay. But he has that license to go and be aggressive, and watch him do that tomorrow as well. So Ambati Raidu is a batsman to watch out for. With the ball, I'm going to go I'll go with Dwayne Bravo. I think he can go really past him if he plays. If he doesn't play, then Shardul Thakur. But yeah, Dwayne Bravo has been sensational so far, and especially in the last few games, he's been unbelievable at the death in the middle overs, picking up wickets, slowing things down. He still has it, and he's the player to watch out for. Going into this game, CSK are firm favorites for me. I think that they will really want to win this game to ensure that they qualify for the playoffs. And what better side to do it against Sunrisers, who have struggled. But Sunrisers again, they'll want to make it difficult for CSK, and also with the new auction coming up. Players will want to stand out, and I think Jason Roy has done himself no harm against Rajasthan Royals. People will have an eye on him already for the next auction. So these guys, the likes of Priyam Garg, Abhishek Sharma, Abdul Samad, even Jason Roy, all these guys will want to make an impact now and try and do well for Sunrisers and finish off on a high note, which will lead them a good start going into next season. And Kane Williamson as captain, I think now that David Warner is not playing, which is very unfortunate situation. He's done so much for the club, but with Kane Williamson there, I think he will probably be retained next season, and yeah, he'll also as captain want to finish on a winning note. So next few games he'll probably want to win, and what better way to do it than against the favorites, CSK. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I think CSK have the edge in this game. They're firm favorites. Just their batting order and their bowling looks all ominous. It's a small ground though in Sharjah. Anything can happen. One big innings, one amazing spell, and things can turn around. So it's going to be an interesting game. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the latest content.